matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. Stay away from narcissists. They don't play by any rules. They will suck the life out of you slowly. Some people in life shine brightly, drawing us in with their dazzling charm and seemingly unshakable confidence. But beware, not all light is warm or nurturing. Narcissists, much like dying stars, do not shine to illuminate the path for others. They use their brilliance to blind, concealing the emptiness within. Engaging with them is not just a gamble, but a dangerous risk, for they play by no rules, and you will inevitably find yourself on the losing end. To a narcissist, you are not an individual with your own feelings and values. You are merely a mirror, reflecting the image they wish to see. They crave admiration and adoration, and when you fail to meet their insatiable demands, they will not hesitate to pull you into a whirlwind of emotional pain. Bit by bit, they drain your energy, your confidence, and even your joy in life. It is not an immediate destruction, but a gradual erosion, so subtle that you might not realize it until you are completely depleted. The most unsettling truth is that narcissists operate outside the bounds of common decency or ethical norms. They do not take responsibility, admit faults, or recognize their mistakes. Instead, they blame, manipulate, and leave you questioning your own reality. They don't just damage relationships, they make you feel as though you are the cause of the destruction. Remember, your life is precious. Your energy, time, and spirit are not resources to be drained by anyone. Protecting yourself from narcissists is not selfish. It is necessary. By keeping your distance, you are not only safeguarding your well-being, but also making room for healthier, more fulfilling connections with those who truly value you. So, be strong enough to walk away. Be wise enough to recognize the signs. And love yourself enough not to allow anyone to steal your light and vitality. Staying away from narcissists is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate expression of wisdom and self-respect. In every situation, life is asking us the question, and our actions are the answer. Our job is simply to answer well. Say no to your desire to be perfect. Otherwise, you won't be able to improve further. If you can't understand why someone is doing something, look at the consequences of their actions, whatever they might be, and then infer the motivations from their consequences. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Dreams without goals are just dreams. A dream, no matter how beautiful, remains a fleeting idea if it isn't tied to action. It is like a lighthouse without light, adrift in the sea, unable to guide any ship to safety. We are often captivated by the allure of dreaming, but what turns a dream into reality is not the act of dreaming itself. It is the path we create to achieve it. Goals are the soul of dreams. They transform romantic notions into tangible actions. When you set a goal, you not only define your dream clearly, but also give it a chance to exist in the real world. Without goals, dreams become an escape, a make-believe world where we lose ourselves to avoid confronting the challenges of life. But goals are more than just endpoints. They are the small, steady steps along a long journey. If you want to touch the sky, you must first build your wings. If you dream of success, you must be willing to embrace failure, to learn, to adjust, and to be patient with yourself. Goals don't just guide you, They challenge you, forcing you to surpass your own limits to reach what you desire. Imagine holding a seed in your hand. The dream is the image of the mighty tree you envision, but the goals are the actions of planting, watering, and nurturing it as it grows. Without goals, the seed remains buried in the earth, and the tree exists only in your imagination. So don't stop at merely dreaming. Set clear goals for your dreams. Establish milestones that will guide your steps. Ask yourself, what can I do today to get closer to my dream? And when you start taking action, your dream will no longer be an illusion. It will become a part of your reality. Remember, a dream without goals is like a painting without color, a song without sound. Only by anchoring it to the present can you truly write your own story, where dreams and reality blend seamlessly into one. You can't be happy with someone else if you aren't happy with yourself. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Respect the past. Be open to the future. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Holding grudges will never harm people you hate, only you. Grudges are an invisible weight we choose to carry, even though no one forces us to. When you allow hatred to consume your mind, you don't hurt the person you despise. They continue living their life, untouched by your emotions. Instead, you imprison yourself in a cycle of anger and pain. Holding on to grudges is like drinking poison and waiting for someone else to suffer. It never harms anyone but you. Imagine your heart as a vessel of water. Grudges are drops of black ink, polluting what was once clear and pure. You might think that clinging to resentment protects your pride, that it's a form of retaliation against those who hurt you. But in reality, it fills your vessel with darkness, drowning your mind in bitterness and memories that should have been left in the past. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing wrongdoing or ignoring the pain you've endured. Forgiveness is the most powerful act you can do to free yourself from the chains of the past. When you let go of grudges, you do it not for others, but for yourself, to live a lighter, freer life. Grudges are like a fire that burns from within. They strip you of peace, overshadow the small joys of the present, and trap you in the shadows of what has already happened. But remember, you always have a choice. Hold on to resentment and let it control your life, or let go and reclaim serenity in your heart. So, don't let grudges rule over you. Choose to release them. Let your wounds become lessons rather than shackles. In the end, forgiveness isn't about changing others. It's about transforming yourself, to live, to love, and to step into the light of a renewed life. You don't realize the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Emotion, which is suffering, ceases to be suffering as soon as we form a clear and precise picture of it. The second you feel like you're hanging on by a thread, let go. you shouldn't be holding on to something that makes you feel that way in the first place. The truth is, the bad things don't affect us as profoundly as we expect them to. That's true of good things too. We adapt very quickly to either. The regret of putting first those who don't put you first makes your life painful. Perhaps nothing is more heartbreaking than giving all your love and care to someone, only to realize you were never truly a priority to them. It's a pain that doesn't just come from disappointment, but from a nagging question you ask yourself: why did I let them have so much power to hurt me? In life, we've all sacrificed for someone at some point. You convince yourself that if you just try a little harder, give a little more, they'll finally see your worth and give you the place you deserve in their life. But reality is far less forgiving. Not everyone knows how to appreciate what you do, and not everyone recognizes that your care is a choice, not an obligation. The deepest wound comes when you put someone first, while to them, you're just an option. They may happily accept your attention and effort, but they never truly think of you. They never prioritize you. And that doesn't just hurt, it drains you. It takes away your energy, your confidence, and sometimes your belief in your own worth. But this isn't about blame. It's a lesson in choosing who you give your love to. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you treat yourself. Learn to place yourself where you belong. It's not selfishness, it's self-respect. Because if you don't value yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? Life is too short to waste on one-sided relationships or people who only take without giving back. You don't need to prove your worth to someone unwilling to see it. Save your heart for those who will cherish it. For those who don't just say you matter, but show it through their actions. Ask yourself, am I forgetting my own needs by chasing someone who doesn't prioritize me? If the answer is yes, it's time to stop. Take a step back. Take the time to heal and to care for yourself. Because only when you truly love and respect yourself will you find the people who deserve that love. And when that happens, you'll understand that the first person you should always put first is and should always be yourself. Real growth is when you start checking and correcting yourself. Instead of blaming others, you take your power back by being responsible for your life. You must determine where you are going in your life, because you cannot get there unless you move in that direction. Random wandering will not move you forward. It will instead disappoint and frustrate you, and make you anxious and unhappy, and hard to get along with. Tomorrow never comes, because it's always today. You need to learn how to select your thoughts just the same way you select your clothes every day. This is a power you can cultivate. If you want to control things in your life so badly, work on the mind. That's the only thing you should be trying to control. People's actions tell the truth about them, not their words. Words in themselves hold power. They can inspire, comfort, or break hearts. But words, when not paired with action, are like a faint wisp of smoke dissipating into the air. In the journey of life, it is not what we say, but what we do that truly defines us. People can speak eloquently, craft their image through language, and hide the truth behind the polished surface of their words. But actions cannot lie. Actions are the raw reflection of will, belief, and true nature. A person may say they care, but if they never act to demonstrate that care, is it truly there? A person may proclaim integrity, but if their behavior contradicts their words, does that integrity mean anything? Pay attention to the small actions. It is in moments unseen, in decisions made without deliberation, that people reveal themselves most clearly. A sincere hug, a quiet gesture of help, or simply keeping a promise. These speak louder than any oath or declaration. The world is filled with grand speeches, but it is action that creates change. Action is the bridge between lofty ideas and reality. A leader is not judged by their rhetoric, but by the decisions they make. A friend is not remembered for their promises, but for their presence when you need them most. It is action, not words, that builds trust. And trust, once earned through consistent action, becomes the foundation of every meaningful relationship. So, pay less attention to what people say and focus more on what they do. And beyond that, ask yourself, do your actions reflect the person you claim to be? Are you living by the values you profess? Or are your words leading without action to follow? Actions do not need to be grand, but they must be genuine. Because in the end, when words lose their weight, it is what you have done that will tell the true story of who you are. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully. Stay calm and serene, regardless of what life throws at you.